Oh, good evening, everyone.
Hi.
What an evening it's been. Let's see, we're kind of crooked here.
Yeah, we're a little off.
You'll have to forgive us tonight.
It's the cameras, it's not us.
Are you sure? Well, okay, so, yeah.
Hi.
Hi. This has been quite a day.
It has?
Well, for me it has. So, hope y'all are doing well. I'm Betty.
I'm Mark.
And we are the Pastors too.
I think that's it.
He changes things up on me all the time. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about impulsivity. I think we're masters at that.
Not me.
Yeah, right. So, a little word about, you see we're dressed, we are matchy-matchy tonight. That was on purpose. We went to...
This time.
Yeah, this time. It isn't always. We went to the ARM Christmas banquet tonight. It was, ARM stands, it's ARMM, and it stands for Association of Retired Ministers and Missionaries.
Right.
And we qualify since we're retired ministers, not missionaries. Not missionaries,
well, no. I don't know. I'm a missionary to Oklahoma.
Yeah, okay. Anyhow, so we got dressed up in our Christmas finery here and went to the ARM banquet. We had to run out to Yukon and pick his dad up, who is both. What in the world is that? Oh. Things popping up on my screen. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, his dad qualifies as both a minister and a missionary. So
we took him.
So we took him.
95 years old.
Yeah.
Still gets around.
Yeah.
Does really well.
He does. He does. Hey, I thought I'd let y'all see. Can you see my pretty chair cover?
Oh, the chair cover.
Chair cover.
There we go.
Chair cover. There, and go the right direction here.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got nice poinsettia. It's Christmassy without being over the top, you know? So, anyway, that's just kind of a fun little thing that I found and decided I wanted, and I may, because my chair is getting a little worn. It's leather. It's lasted a long, long time, but it is getting a little bit worn, and so I thought, yeah, hey, that's a good idea. And it's a stretchy thing, and it fits, and so, awesome.
Colorful.
Yeah, colorful. There's others that are even more colorful. Who knows what I'll have, pop up with. We'll see. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to talk about impulsivity.
Okay. What does that mean?
Well, with ADHD, a lot of times people are very impulsive.
You do things on the spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Without pre-planning.
Exactly. And
sometimes it just pops up.
Let's see. Where did that go? I had a little... Yeah, there it is. Little graphic that I didn't, it's on a website. I don't have the rights to use it and put it up. But anyway, so quick decision making.
Okay.
Sometimes we can agonize for days, weeks, months, maybe even years before making a decision. But then, when we make a decision, it's oftentimes, it seems quick anyway. And then there's other times that it's like, you want to do this? Sure, let's go.
All right. Go to Brahms.
No, not anymore. I've kind of cut that out. Well, except to get a burger. Yeah, but no ice cream.
No ice cream. That's no fun.
No. Well, what can I say?
Okay.
We have to make our own,
Oh, okay.
Mr. Ice Cream Maker. You have to make your own.
You're calling me an ice cream maker?
Well, you do, don't you? You make ice cream.
I'm the one that makes it. I'm not the maker.
Whatever. Okay. Yeah, it's
Next.
late. So quick decision making. Difficulty waiting. That's him. He has a hard time waiting. Actually, I guess I do too, kind of.
It's just my nature.
Well, yeah, you have ADHD.
I want to be on time.
Well, my problem is I don't like waiting, so I'm usually late. I don't want to wait on everybody else. I make them wait on me. Sorry. I don't really intend it to be that way, but that's kind of what happens a lot of times. So anyway, let me see what else. What have we got? Okay, before I forget, before we get too much further, be sure you like this video and share it with your friends. Hit that little share button down there and share it out.
Subscribe.
And subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. Be
That way
sure
you
you
get
subscribe.
notifications.
Yeah. And the more you like and share and subscribe and even comment in the chat, the more you the more our videos will get seen.
And watch. The more you watch.
And the more you watch. Yeah. Yeah. It's true. So, okay. Anyway. All right. So
Okay.
back to what did I do? Okay, difficulty waiting. Let's see. Interrupt
I don't
others.
interrupt.
You just did.
Me?
Yeah, you. Sudden change in topic.
Okay. That's you.
I was going to say that's probably more me than you on
Yeah,
that.
you'll be talking and all of a sudden you're saying something else and it doesn't relate to what you just said, and I changed the subject.
It's not quite that bad, is it?
Well, sometimes, but it's been a while, I think.
Well, I remember one time we were in the car and we were talking about something, and it threw him for a loop because I was saying something, and then we kind of got quiet and didn't say anything for a little bit, and then I started talking about something else, totally unrelated, or at least it appeared that way. He just wasn't following my thought processes, but it was there. I was.
I can't read your mind.
It went from one subject to the next, and then I said something.
And you think you knew, and you knew what you were saying, and you knew.
Yeah,
what
I
you
knew
were
what I
talking
was
about.
saying.
Yeah.
I knew what I was talking about. You just didn't know.
Right. You didn't tell me. Oh, new subject.
Okay.
All right.
Emotional outbursts.
That's you too.
Yeah. I've learned a little bit though since since I got diagnosed. And I don't think I'm as bad about it as I used to be.
I don't think so.
So, but that's a whole nother topic. That's they call it rejection sensitivity dysphoria, and that can cause emotional outbursts. So I don't know how much it really relates to impulsivity, other than it's just something that's hard to hold back on. When it hits, and off you go. And you're yelling and screaming, and
Mm-hmm.
or at least everybody perceives it that way. Yelling, maybe yes. So I'm gonna raise my voice, and everybody thinks I'm yelling. Oh well.
And slamming doors. And
Yeah. Oh, I think we're gonna save that one for a little bit later. Excitability.
I'm not excited.
No. I'm probably more that way than you. You know, get excited about things and
If I
jump
am,
up
I
and
don't
down.
show it that much.
That's very true. That's very true. He's so laid back. He doesn't show. I
Mild
don't know.
mannered.
But you know what he's doing right now? He's got he's got this little thing, and he's sitting here playing with it. He's fidgeting. Anyway, engage in riskier behaviors, and this can cover a whole lot of things, such as climbing up on a chair to take down wallpaper and getting off balance and falling and
Was that impulsive?
messing up your knee. Well, it probably was. I didn't really think it through very well what could happen. That was before I had any idea I had ADHD.
That was in our old house.
Yeah, that was in our old house.
Probably 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah, 10 or 12 years ago. It was when we were getting it ready to sell. And I climbed up. I didn't have much room. And so I got a chair and I climbed up on the chair, and that chair didn't make it. It didn't survive. But I kind of put my weight in the wrong place, and next thing I knew, I was underneath the table. This was in our little kitchen dining area, and so above the window, and I was reaching up there, and I think I reached too far, and next thing I knew, I was on the floor looking up, and I was kind of looking at the bottom of the table. And I'm still
You said your knee's never been the same.
no, I was getting injections in my knees, my left knee, at that time, and I think that kind of really set me back, and I never did really recover from that. I still haven't. So I don't know. Anyway, yeah, risky behaviors have consequences. And that comes with, all of this basically comes down to doing stuff without thinking. You just don't think it through. If you've got ADHD, you don't think it through. And if you know someone that has ADHD, you got to take that into consideration that they don't think things through very well when, they're impulsive. They
Getting
just,
too big of a hurry.
well, yeah, getting too big of a hurry.
I do in some situations.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit at work too.
So, well, how does that affect you at work?
I have to go back and correct it.
So you have to go back and do it over again.
Well, not the whole thing. I just have to go and make changes. I don't have to do the whole thing over.
Okay. So instead of getting it right the first
So
time,
I
you have
just-
to go back because you got in a hurry.
I just need to take a few seconds and review it again before I submit it, and that way you know that it's right.
You're not a perfectionist, right?
Me? Some things.
But not in that.
My office, I'm perfectionist.
Your office.
Hmm.
Your office.
Yeah.
In what way are you a perfectionist? If you saw his office, you'd know what I was talking about. If anybody that's watching this that has been to our house knows.
I know where everything is. I can find it, just like that.
Okay. Yeah.
I know
We'll just move on
I
from
know
that.
which stack it's in.
Yeah, which stack? That was one thing that gave me pause when we started dating and I saw his office. And I was like, do I want to deal with this? But, eh.
Clean desk is a sign of a sick mind. My mind's not sick.
So, anyway.
Very well.
Okay. All right.
Moving on now.
Moving on. Let's see, that was riskier behavior. And that can cover a lot of other things, too. I mean, it's not just like climbing up on a chair when you really should get a step ladder.
Yeah. In
But
Frisco
it's-
last week.
What?
Hmm?
What?
Oh, not risky behavior. I'm talking back to the impulsive.
Well, this is all part of the impulsivity.
Right.
Different ways that it manifests.
Buying things at milk we weren't intending to buy.
Yeah, like that.
Like what?
What's behind us?
The 3D
Right.
printer?
That's not a 3D. The 3D printer's behind you.
Oh.
So, no, I'm talking about what it's on. Anyway, all right, come on. That's for another time. So, okay. I'm just double checking things here. Make sure you guys are hearing us. I hope. So, he's gonna double check. Make sure that the sound is coming through. Is it? Wait a minute. Why is it? Oh, you need to go to the live. Yeah, okay. We're okay. We're good. That's another thing. Impulsive stuff, like the one time that we started the live and didn't realize that
8 minutes of music.
that we had 8 minutes of music going on,
And we were talking.
we'd been talking the whole time, but you weren't hearing us. So sorry about that, and I still haven't gotten that fixed. I need to do that. Now that brings up another point: procrastination. Now, procrastination isn't part of impulsivity, but it can lead to impulsivity.
In what way?
Well, when you procrastinate for a long time, or not so long a time, then you find yourself in a situation that you need to make a decision. And then we're back to the quick decision making.
And you're in panic mode.
Yeah. Panic mode. That's where I am right now. Panic mode. I'm coming up on my certification here and I'm in panic mode. I need more coaching hours. If you need coaching, give me a holler. I'll give you a good deal. So, anyhow, more about that later.
Okay.
Okay, where were we? Oh, yeah. You kind of mentioned it already, but... Oh, am I changing subjects again?
Well, I think you are.
You think I am?
You were on procrastination.
Well, I was just saying that procrastination can lead to impulsive decisions or actions. But anyway, so we had, we made this little shopping trip, which in and of itself was a little bit of an impulsive thing. He went to work one day and he came home and he said, I've got to take some time off.
I've got 9 days I have to use before the end of the year.
And so he started figuring out when to take it off, and we talked a little bit about it. And of course, he wanted to take a trip somewhere. We debated, were we going to go to Dallas, or were we going to go to Branson, or were we going to go somewhere else? And we ultimately decided on a trip to Dallas. And yeah, we did. I mean, we planned the places we were going to go. I mean, it was Belk and IKEA and Sam Moon. And then he planned a trip down to Waco to go to Magnolia Market. I am working on the shopping video. Okay, and one of these days I'll get it done and you'll learn about our trip.
Is that
But-
procrastination?
No, it's not procrastination. I honestly have not had time. I got into it. Now, this goes back to impulsivity. this goes back to, me saying, okay, I'm going to do this, and then getting into it and finding out, I've got technical difficulties. I've got, because the audio wasn't with the video, and I had all these clips, and honestly, I am not that good at video editing, and I'm trying to learn software that I'm not really familiar with, although there's a lot of things that are the same as what I've used before. But even at that, trying to string a bunch of little short clips together, which is kind of what we did. I would shoot video, short videos of anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 or 3 minutes or longer, and then I would, I figured I would, take the best and put it together, and it's more difficult than I had realized. At least for me it is. Because I'm not used to doing it. Maybe if I was used to doing it, I could do it faster. But there's all kinds of little bells and whistles and toys and stuff to play with. Like playing with the font and putting titles on the screen and changing things up, and, well, that's only the beginning of it. That's just one thing. There's all kinds of other things. And I keep wanting to do all these things, because I've seen it in other videos and stuff, and I think, oh, that would be cool. And it's like, wait a minute, slow down, learn the basics. And then later on, you can go back and, you can start adding in some other things. That's an ADHD thing. That's part of the impulsivity, is figuring you can do all this stuff,
right.
And you really don't have the experience, and you really can't do it. Or the time. So, yeah, but this has been a busy week, so I haven't really had a chance to do much with that. So, anyway. So, here we are. Yeah, how does that affect ministry? Not the impulse buying. But we did, we did spend more money than we had intended. Now, we have an app that I highly recommend. It's called You Need a Budget, or YNAB. And if you want to know more about it, you can get in touch with me. Right now, I'm not set up as an affiliate or anything like that, but maybe I should do that. I think I don't know. I forget how to do that. At one time I was, I could refer people and get some free months or whatever. But it's pretty awesome. It has kept us a lot more on track than we used to be with our finances. But impulse buying can get you in big trouble. And we're more of a buy now and look at the consequences later type. and I look at him and well, should I get this? And he'll go, yeah, sure, go ahead. Whereas I'm really more of the one that is, maybe we need to stop, and that's because I'm the one that usually does all the financial stuff.
There are times
he's the accountant, but I'm the one that does our personal finances.
There are times when I hesitate when you ask if you should get something, or,
You hesitate, but you don't say no. Are you afraid to say no? Is that the problem?
Well.
Oh, so anyway.
Okay, so ministry.
So, ministry, yeah. I've been known to blurt out some things, saying things without thinking.
And then you hear about it later.
Yeah, and then I get in trouble, or we end up moving, because that happened. It really happened. I said something to somebody a couple of different times, and that person got upset and got the powers that be at that particular church to take over. And anyway, we won't go into all of that, but they engineered things so that we ended up moving, finding another church.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, but yeah, I mean, impulsive in words and actions, and so it can get you in a lot of trouble. We don't really have time to go into it in a lot of detail tonight. We've already been on for almost 30 minutes, I think. But we, what was it, 25 minutes.
Okay.
So I think one of the biggest things is, if you have ADHD, is to recognize I get notifications on my computer. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it just gave me a notification that we're live. I think we figured that out already. So, well, distractions. Yeah, I'm easily distracted.
Mm-hmm.
I was distracted a lot in the park that day when we were trying to record the Thanksgiving message.
Yeah, people getting in our way.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. But, okay, so what was I saying? And I distract myself too. But, okay, so if you've got ADHD, if you're not medicated, unless there's some reason that you cannot be medicated, I highly recommend trying it. Because there's quite a variety of medications available. I have problems with the side effects. So, what you get is me unfiltered, kind of. But recognize that you are impulsive, if you are, and most people with ADHD are to some extent. Recognize that you have that tendency, and if you realize that you have blurted something out and said something, be quick to apologize. Recognize that you may have hurt somebody's feelings. Let's see, what was it? There was something in this. Let me find. I found a good article. I don't know. There's just. Well, I can't find what I wanted now. But we'll have to come back to it sometime, maybe. I'm sure we'll cover these topics more in the future. But, and another thing you can do is you can get coaching to help you deal with things like this.
Coaching?
Coaching.
What is coaching?
Coaching is where somebody like me helps you to recognize your tendencies and to figure out ways that you can prevent the impulsive behaviors. And if you do act on impulse, then they can help you figure out what to do about it. How to deal with it after the fact. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things I do. Yeah. So, I said a while ago I was in panic mode. I was in class yesterday, and my instructor was going over the dates. This is my last class before certification, okay? It goes through March. Certification exams are in April. By the end of March, there's a certain number of hours of coaching I have to have. And all of a sudden, and I've been thinking about how I need to get more stuff going and try to pick up some more clients. I kind of got derailed with all the, the surgery and the cancer and all that. If you don't know about that, you can go back and watch episode
It would be
seven,
episodes. Yeah, I
six
think
or seven,
6 or 7.
and
I think it's 6.
I think it might be. And I tell my whole story there, basically. So if you want to know what that was all about. But anyway, it kind of derailed me for a while. I had a few months there that I really couldn't do anything. And I couldn't coach. I couldn't go to class. I couldn't do anything. I'm doing better. In fact, I'm doing great. I'm still getting physical therapy, but that doesn't affect my coaching. My doctor agreed to reduce the dosage on my medication, which was causing me to be sleepy all the time and to fall asleep at all kinds of weird times, and that was having an impact. And so she reduced my dosage, and that has helped. So I'm really just now kind of getting back on track, and I've picked up a couple of clients, but I need more, and I need more coaching hours. So if you yourself would like some coaching, or you know somebody that would like to be coached, give me a call or drop me a note or whatever. I forgot to put the link to the website in the description, but I'll get that done. And you can go to my website. There's a place there you can contact me. But let's get some coaching done. And it'll help you, and it'll help me. And, I want the certification so that I can better help you. And so that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm, that's why I'm doing it, because I want to help you. I'm trying to do this as kind of a way to educate and help you understand ADHD. If you're dealing with someone that has ADHD, you could still benefit from coaching, because the other person with ADHD will help you to understand them better and to be able to deal with them. Right?
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Are we complete?
I think I am.
Oh, if you have coaching with me, you'll understand that statement, that question. But anyway, I guess it's been a little over 30 minutes. We probably better sign off. It's getting pretty late.
Time for eggnog.
Eggnog keto chow?
Well, maybe tomorrow.
I got him some keto chow protein mix in the eggnog flavor.
I've got about that much in my Brahms bottle. I need to finish that off.
Every night he's got to have his eggnog. He could hardly wait until the eggnog hit the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Then there's the chocolate covered cherries.
I'll have to think about that one. I have to figure that one out. I'm sure there's something I can come up with.
I bought a box about 3 or 4 weeks ago, but I've only had 3 of them out of the box.
It figures.
I've controlled myself.
It figures. Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Anyway.
So, all right. Well,
Sign off.
like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, do all the things. Yeah. And that helps the algorithm. That helps us to get the word out there and
better search results.
Yeah, better search results, better, just better results all the way around. So, okay, well, this has been fun tonight. We've had quite a day, like I said earlier, and we had a good time at the banquet. And we rushed home so that we could get on and be with you guys. We picked Thursday because we don't usually have something going on Thursday. Unfortunately, we've had things going on Thursday. So, it's... Well, I mean, there was Thanksgiving,
Maybe
which is
they'll
always on
change
Thursday.
that to take it off of Thursday.
Maybe who will change what?
Change Thanksgiving.
And take it off of-
Thanksgiving on Wednesday instead of Thursday.
I don't much think that's going to happen.
Oh.
So we either go live on Thanksgiving or we do what we did this time and pre-record it. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. Okay, well, I think with that, we're going to sign off and say goodnight, and we will see you all next week.
Adios.